everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm back with number 3 of our 10 weeks of Halloween. This is my address at bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net if you'd like to purchase anything from me, and the hostess code is H7CJNJSB. And it's good till the 26th of this month, and I will be getting a new one up on the 27th. So let's get started. This is the little project. I should show you the little project we're going to make, and I did tweak it just a little bit. So we will let you know the things that I did to it. The first thing is you need a piece of paper that is 8 1/4 by 2. Then you need to, and I've already gone ahead and done this, you need to score it at 3 3/4 and then at 4 1/2. And then I tweaked it a little bit because I did have it at 4 1/4. That's why I wanted to say that I tweaked it. I gave just a little bit more room in here in case you wanted to put a bigger piece of candy, a fatter piece of candy in here. So now we're going to take the tag punch and we're going to put it in at this end. This is a 2-inch tag punch, and I like to flip it over just to make sure I have it centered and on both sides, and it's going to punch out. And I punched it out, and then we're going to do the same thing to the other end. I'm going to put it in, make sure it's equal on both sides, and I'm going to punch it out. So there is the beginning. And now we're going to score on our score lines like this. And I'm going to keep this out flat so it's easier to work on. Then you needed a piece of DSP paper that is 3 inches by 1 3/4. And I got this piece of Designer Series paper out of the Plaid Tidings. And there's lots of choices. I just changed up the color, but there's lots of different plaids in there. It will work perfect for Halloween. So we're going to put this right here, and you never know if you have to tweak it a little bit, like make it shorter, but I think I did pretty darn good. So then we're going to you can use whatever snail adhesive that you like to use, and you're going to just add some adhesive down, and we're going to put this right on here. Okay, like that. Then we're going to set this aside. If I can pick anything up today, we're going to set that aside, and we're going to bring in the Whisper White. You need a scrap piece of Whisper White. You need this for stamping. So I'm going to bring out the Memento Black ink, and I'm going to stamp the pumpkin, this little guy, out of Have a Hoot. And we're also going to use the die that cuts it out from the Peekaboo die set. So this is the bundle that we're going to be using. I just love this set. I've been using it a lot in my Halloween things. Okay, so we're going to stamp that there. And while I'm here, I have the stamp set that says Have a Hoot Halloween. And I'm going to stamp this one this way up here. So it might be the perfect size. I don't know. Might need to, I don't like how I wiggled it. So I'm going to go down a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we're going to color him in, and I did this very, very basic. I ended up taking the Smoky Slate light and the dark, and I did Daffodil Delight dark, and I did Pumpkin Pie light and dark of the blends. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this Daffodil Delight and we're going to color in his mouth And I did these little outlines a little bit too on the outside of it. And then I touched it with some orange. So we did them. And then we're going to take the pumpkin pie light. And I end up coloring all of the pumpkin in. And like I said, I touched on those little... You know what? I should zoom you guys in so you could see what I'm doing better. I feel like I'm far away. There. Stamp in an emboss and die cutting machine. And I'm going to zoom you guys back out or you won't see anything that I'm doing. There we go. And we're going to get the plates. We need, for this, it tells us we need plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. And that's for using with thin dies. And it tells you on the platform 1 and also tells you that on platform 2. So we're going to put plate 1, plate 2. So we don't need plate 4. So I got plate 4 here. I'm going to put that away. And the numbers are up in the right hand corner on the top. Then we need plate 3. Then we need our sandwich. So we're going to put this down. I got the little die here. And I'm going to put the die on here. Get it going the right way. I'm going to take some of my, what do you call it, Post-it note tape. Put it down on the image so it doesn't move. Can't wait till we can order the magnetic plates. And then I'm going to crank this through. It goes through so nicely. And then we're done. And we will get out. I love using the Post-it note stuff. You can use it over and over and over, and it doesn't rip your paper. I've used these same 4 pieces for a while now. Oh, I had scrap stuff on the back of this paper. Oh, didn't even know it. So now we're going to cut our Have a Hoot. So I'm going to trim this out with the trimmer. And I know you probably can't see this very well because I'm left-handed and I work way down at the other end. Because I can't see. Okay, so we have our little Have the Hoot. I may have to trim it on the edges, but I could do that with a pair of scissors. Alright, so we will bring this back in. We'll bring in our pumpkin, and I got to get Stampin' Dimensionals. And let's see, I just put one Stampin' Dimensional on him. Little cutie. I'll put him right here. And then I have the Have a Hoot, which yes, it needs to be trimmed. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it with my scissors. These are my sticky scissors, I can tell. And I'm going to put Have a Hoot right there. And I did that with just regular snail adhesive. So, nope. Okay. Put that right along there. And now before we put the ribbon on, I just want to show you some of the different candies that I think you probably be able to fit in here, or maybe two. I put this little Lifesaver in there, like that. That cute? But there's enough room that if you stapled one on this side and you wanted to put two Lifesavers in here, and or a Kit Kat and a Lifesaver, that I made it bigger so that you could do that. See? If you just wanted to do the one in here, you can. I didn't see how it just has one Lifesaver, which is really cute. Or you could put one candy bar in there, maybe. Yeah, you could put one candy bar in there. But so you can fit, you know, a pretty big candy bar in here, and you could also fit the Lifesaver in there. You could fit these if you just wanted it to be just one, like this, the original one. You would want this to be 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. That's what I did here. But I thought, well, maybe people might want to make it and have a little bit more candy in it, or a bigger piece of candy. So I ended up going, you could fit a Reese's in this. But I ended up going and making it a little wider, so I made it a 1/4 inch wider. So it's all up, it's up to you on how wide you want it to be. So now I'm not gonna leave the candy in mine because I don't like, these are my samples. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna add the ribbon. And I just cut a piece of ribbon, I don't know, I don't even, about that long, which ends up being about 6 inches. And then I'm just going to thread this through like this. Thread it through on this side, and then I'm grabbing a piece of twine. Now this ribbon was the black, basic black, like a satin ribbon. And this one is from the Paws, Peppy Paws. I only got a little bit left, but that's where that one was from. And let's see. Here, if you have a pair of tweezers that can hold this so it doesn't move on you, that would be great. How I seem to do it is I tighten it and then I pull that tight again. If you have a little child that could come and help you hold it. But if you had a pair of tweezers, that definitely would work better. And then we're going to trim these edges like that, and we'll trim this like that. And this would be cute to put a couple pieces of candy in there. Make these up for some trick-or-treaters or some special trick-or-treaters if you have grandkids or people for the office or school. Cute for little treats for school. I don't know what the rules are going to be this year with our COVID situation, but you know, these are just some really cute little treats for an elderly going to the nursing home. These would be really cute. So that is my number 3, and I hope you come back next week and see what I do for week number 4. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.